నమామి భగవత్పాదశంకరం లోకశంకరం నారాయణం నమస్కృత్య నరం చైవ నరోత్తమం దేవీం సరస్వతీం వ్యాసం తతో జయముదీరయేత్. యుధిష్ఠిర ఉవాచ తపస్వధర్మవర్తిత్వం మనసో దమనం దమః క్షమా ద్వంద్వసహిష్ణుత్వం hrīḥ. So kṣamā dvaṃdvasahiṣṇutvaṃ. The word dvaṃdva has to be correctly understood. It doesn't mean a pair. It means a pair of opposites. For example, a cow and a table, that is not a dvaṃdva. Dvaṃdva is not a couple of things. They must be a pair of opposites. Like in the bank passbook, you have credit and debit, that is dvaṃdva. Pleasure and pain, dvaṃdva. Gain and loss, dvaṃdva. They are all pair of opposites. They must be opposites. The secret of dvaṃdva is, though they are opposites, there is no opposition. That is the secret of dvaṃdva. So sukha and dukkha are opposites, but both are kha, the state of mind. Credit and debit are opposites, but both are dollars. Okay? So, therefore, dvaṃdva, they are opposites, but there is no opposition. Like North Pole and South Pole are opposites, but they are the same magnetism. Plus charge and minus charge are opposites, but they are the same electricity. Okay? So, shitoshna, cold and heat are opposites, but they are the same degree of heat or temperature. Both are temperature only. When you say cold, it is temperature. And when you say hot, that is also temperature. So these are the dvaṃdvas. So here he is telling you should develop sense of endurance. Sahiṣṇu, that Ishnu, the Ishnu, Saha, Ishnu. That Ishnu implies that is your second nature. It becomes second nature to you. Means you spontaneously, effortlessly, you endure. That is the Ishnu. Vardhishnu, his growth is very natural to him. Jayishnu, conquering is natural to him. Sahiṣṇu, endurance becomes natural. You have to make it like that. And so dvaṃdva, the opposites, in Sri Krishna's words, shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha. So shita and ushna, cold and heat, are physical opposites, and you should develop a sense of endurance for both. So you have to endure both. So in Indian summer, you have to endure heat. In Pennsylvanian winter, you have to endure cold. Okay? Here the summer is very hot. But if you go to North America or Canada, the winter will be very cold. So we develop a sense of endurance for both. Some people, they complain when it is hot and they complain when it is cold. So they will be complaining all the time. It should not be like that. You have to develop a sense of endurance and stop complaining. Shitoshna. Then sukha dukkha. You should know how to handle pleasure, so that you will know how to handle pain also. People, they don't know how to handle pleasure. They hit the ceiling. They make a big hallabaloo about pleasure. And then the pleasure is invariably followed by pain. Then they hit the ground. They go under the ground. So that kind of yo-yo response is bad. So when something good happens, you should take it in a very light way, in a very sober way, so that when something bad happens, you will be able to absorb that also. So that kind of ability to absorb the bad comes from the ability to absorb good. Many people, they don't know how to handle pleasure, and hence they don't know how to handle pain. You should remain equanimous. more or less in the same state of mind, without any excitement and agitation, in both pleasure as well as pain. That is how we have to develop. Because pleasure comes to go, pain also comes to go. Time will resolve everything. Respond appropriately. Don't react. Respond. You endure, you absorb and respond if response is needed. So, but don't react. This is how the opposites have to be appreciated. Now I will address, before going to the, let me finish that verse. What is hrīḥ? Hrīḥ means a sense of shame. It is two meanings are there for it. Sense of shame. That is how Dharmaraja is answering the question. So, kacha hrīḥ parikīrtitā. Hrīḥ has a good meaning as well as a bad meaning. Bad meaning is the sense of shame. Okay? And good meaning is the sense of shyness. Is there a word called abashment? What does it mean? Bashful. If a lady, she is a bit shy or abashed to come in the midst of all the people. What is that called? A coy, sivovai? Okay, coyness. Coyness. Good. That is also a good word. That is good one. That is good. Okay. That's why in India, when ladies play certain games, people appreciate. But like volleyball, etc. But if ladies start playing cricket or kabaddi, they don't appreciate. Because they are men's games, kind of. And so the ladies are supposed to be a bit more shy or abashed or coy, as you suggested, more graceful.
Like a pretense of shyness or modesty.
Okay, that is pretension. So shyness. Be shy. Timid is parikīrtitā. Okay. Therefore, there is good shyness and there is a sense of shame. You know now what it is. And therefore that good shyness is good. You have to keep it. Particularly ladies, they have to keep it. It is there only among women. Men are not supposed to be shy and all that. Okay? So they have to keep it. And that is considered a virtue. Hrīḥ lakṣmīśca patnyau. It is a virtue. Lakshmi is beauty. Beauty. Okay? And shyness and beauty. So gracefulness goes with shyness. That and beauty. They are virtues. They are considered the consorts of the Lord. Okay? That is symbolic. Not that he gets married and all that. Symbolic. So that is not the hrīḥ here. Because here Dharmaraja answers hrīḥ as the sense of shame that keeps you away from doing bad things. You see, people follow the law only because the police is around. If the police are not around, they won't follow law. So, suppose police are around or not, I will follow law, because in violating the law, I experience a sense of shame. It is shameful to violate the law. It is shameful to tell a lie. It is shameful to behave in a wrong way. That kind of a feeling, suppose one has, then that keeps him away from performing bad actions. Right? That is keeping away from bad actions out of a sense of shame is called hrīḥ. Okay? That finishes the verse. Let us finish it. Yudhiṣṭhira uvāca svadharmavartitvaṃ manaso damaṃ damaḥ kṣamā dvaṃdvasahiṣṇutvaṃ hrīḥ. I have two questions which came to me directly in addition to what is written here. So one question is, what is prana in the context of Atma? Atma and prana. You see, we say Brahma Jagat Karanam. Brahma we say. Brahma is the cause of the universe, the origin of the universe. And then you know what is Maya Shakti. So Brahma, in association with Maya Shakti, creates the universe. Right? Understood? That much you understand. Now you replace it with Atma. Atma. And so Brahma is replaced with Atma. And then Maya Shakti is replaced by Prana. Okay? So Maya Shakti to Brahma is same as Prana to Atma. Now that is one way to look at it. And then Atma is the Chaitanyam, the inner awareness absolute. It is the origin of two kinds of power. Power. So those of you who know Upadesha Saraha can remember the one verse, Shakhayor Shakti Mulaka, and one more line is also there. So there are two branches, Shakhayoh two branches. Both are Shakti, both are power, and they originate from Atma. They come from Atma. Okay? And what are those two branches of power? Vijnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Vijnana Shakti means you see, you hear, you taste, you smell, and you touch. Kriya Shakti is you hold, you walk, you speak, etc. So this Vijnana Shakti is one branch with 5, and Kriya Shakti is another branch with 5, and Manaha is the combination of these two. Manaha is the supervisor or overseer of these two branches. You got it? Therefore, that is called Prana. Prana means intense activity. So mind is active. These organs, sense organs are active in collecting sense, in cognizing the sense objects, and then organs of action are active. All this activity together with the mind, 5 plus 5 plus 1, 11, that is prana. And all this arises as two branches from Atma. That is the relation between prana and Atma. Atma is Atma, prana is anatma. Atma is real, prana which is anatma is unreal. The relationship I am telling. Okay, then second question, you see, we talk of shastram pramanam. We talk of that. Shastra is the pramana. Pramana means means of knowing. Okay? Like eye, for example, eyesight. Not eyes, eyesight. Eyesight is pramana for rupa. Rupa is form and color. Eyesight is the pramana for rupa. Ears are the pramana. Ears are faculty of hearing. Is the pramana for shabda. You got it? Now, shastra is pramana to know Atman, how to look at it. Okay? But before coming to that, how do you know that Shiva, Lord Shiva, lives on the Mount Kailasa along with his consort Parvati, etc.? And how do you know that? What is the pramana for that? Shiva Purana is the pramana. Okay? How do you know that Lord Vishnu moves around on the eagle as the vehicle? How do you know that? Garuda Purana is the pramana. Okay? And by performing a particular yaga like Soma yaga, in which the Soma juice is offered as oblation in the fire to Devatas, one goes to heaven. How do you know? There are two things to know there. One is heaven. There is a thing called heaven. And two is you can go there by performing this ritual. How do you know all this? Veda is pramana. You understand? Now in that context, what you call pramana is a belief, right? It's a belief. And so there is a scripture and you believe it. So instead of calling that is the scripture in which I believe, you call it pramana. The scripture is pramana. Are you understanding what I say? You see, in the Veda, the Karmakanda portion, we call Veda, the Karmakanda, is pramana. For heaven, that there is a heaven. How do you know pramana? Veda is pramana. And by performing Soma Yaga, you will go to heaven. How do you know? Veda is pramana. Okay? You go to Bible. In Bible, they don't use the word pramana. They use the word faith. All the time they use the word faith. But the spirit is same. Okay? You understand that? Now, where does Atma vis-a-vis shastra stands in this pramana situation? You have to understand that. So pramana is defined by Shankara as ajñātartha jñāpakam, that which helps you to know the thing that is not known to you. Like I see, I keep the eyes closed, I don't know this. I open the eyes, I know this. I don't know about heaven, but I read Karmakanda, the scripture, I know about heaven. Okay, ajñātartha jñāpakam pramanam. Okay, you understand? Now, that shastram come to Atma. Now you come to Atma. Now when it comes to Atma, what is pramana here? Is it faith pramana? Belief pramana? No, belief is not pramana. Atma is the incontrovertible truth. Or is it incontrovertible truth that you experience every second of your life? Or is it belief? Truth. It is truth, it is not belief. Therefore, Shastra as a belief or faith is not the pramana when it comes to Atma. Then what is left now? Atma is unknown to me, it is ajñātartha, and Shastra tells me that there is Atma and that Atma happens to be yourself. Is that how you look at it, Shastra? No, because the Shastra cannot tell you unless you are there first. First you are there. And you know yourself. Ramana Maharshi used to say, of all the things that you know yourself first and foremost. Therefore, Atma is not ajñātartha. It is not something unknown to you. It is the most knownest thing. Can I say like that? Knownest. Known or known. You cannot. The most known thing it is. Atma. In fact, Atma is the very first thing that you know, before you know anything else. Therefore, Atma is not ajñātartha, and hence Shastra cannot be pramana in the case of Atma as ajñātartha jñāpakam. That is what Shankara says in the Bhashya, which I was talking about in the morning class. Natu ajñātartha jñāpakatvena. That is not the way in which Shastra becomes a pramana when it comes to Atma. You have to know it clearly. Suppose you do not know it clearly, then what you will be thinking? There is Shastra, Atma is something that I do not know, and Shastra will tell me what is Atma, which I do not know. You go into that cycle, then you are in trouble. You did not get the thing at all. That's why you have to look at Bhashya carefully. Otherwise what happens? So it all goes into, I'm sorry to say, Gurudam. So now how it works? Atma is something that I do not know, and I have to know. Okay? And shastra is the pramana which tells me what is Atma. And shastra is with Guru. And Guru will tell me, unless Guru tells shastra, I cannot understand. So did you see that? Can I repeat it? Atma is something that I do not know. Shastra is the means of knowing Atma, and that Shastra I cannot know myself unless the Guru teaches it to me. You follow that? This is called Gurudam. There is a problem in that. The first problem in that is, I am here, I do not know what is Atma. That means you are either a lower Atma trying to know higher Atma, or you are something other than Atma trying to understand Atma. So it becomes like that. That's why in many times, the students are very sure that they don't know Atma, they are not Atma as of now, they will know Atma in the future, and Shastra will teach them what is Atma. Shastra they themselves cannot work out. The teacher alone helps to work out. This is the model. And it is imprinted, and it works like that. Now Shankara says, Atma is not pramanagamya. It is not something you gain with the help of pramana. It is aprameya. Buddhu, you are Atma, now and here. You know first and foremost yourself. Therefore you are Atma. You are you and Atma is something else? No. You are Atma, now and here. But then what is the role of Shastra? If Atma is not pramanagamya, then there is no role for Shastra. We have to dismiss Shastra? No. We have to keep the Shastra. Shastra helps us. Then how does it help us? Again Shankara. So, ajnana, what is that vakya? Ajnana. Ajnana krata pratibandha nivartamatrakatvena pramanam. Atma is shining, it is like sun is shining, but clouds are there. The clouds have to move aside so that you can enjoy the glory of sun in all its glory. Similarly, Atma is veiled, covered by all kinds of superstitions, beliefs, misconceptions that you have about yourself. For example, you believe that you are born, false. You believe that you are going to die, false. You believe that you are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, etc., false. There is so much falsehood that is accumulated and sitting over the Atma. There is the dust of centuries of tradition that accumulated and sitting over the Atma. And so, now how Shastra is pramana? So Shastra is pramana atadharmadhyaropanamatra nivartakatvena pramanam natu ajñātārtha jñāpakatvena. That natu I have already explained. Therefore, what is not the quality of Atma, what is not the attribute of Atma, you are superimposing upon you. Tadharma adhyaropana. Not tadharma, the attribute of Atma. Adhyaropana, you are superimposing. And Shastra has only one job to do. It is removing all the superimpositions. This is like cutting a diamond. Do they call it cutting or polishing? This is like polishing a diamond. You do not create, cut also will come later. You do not create a diamond, you only polish a diamond. Similarly, there is so much of dust of centuries settled over Atma, and we inherit all the dust in the name of tradition, and you have to dismiss all of that with the help of the Shastra. That is how Shastra is pramana. Therefore, Shastra is not dismissed. Guru is also not dismissed. But the limitations of the Shastra and Guru are clearly pointed out. That is essential. Now we move forward, next verse. Yakṣa uvāca kiṃ jnānam prochyate rajan kṣamascha prakīrtitaḥ dayāca parā proktā kiṃcārjavamudāhritam. Va must be there. Va is missing. In the print, va is missing. Okay, kiṃcārjavamudāhritam. In that it is there. Good. You see, there is a thing called eyesight-mind disconnect. Means eyes see what they see, but mind reads what it wants to read. So suppose you put it before me, eyes do not see va, but mind reads va. You got the point? So, it happens like that. You see, I was looking at these two papers. It is printed in big letters. Eyes see what they see, but I was reading it Srimad Shankara. That is what I was reading. Ma is not there. Ma is not there. But my mind never recognized that Ma is absent. I was always reading it as Srimad Shankara. Then the person wrote to me, "Sir, the Ma is not there. What is this?" So it is very tough, I tell you. There is a disconnect between mind and eyesight. That's why what mind thinks mostly is wrong. Anyway, so now the question is, Rajan, what is jnanam? That is the question. What is knowledge? So then yudhiṣṭhira uvāca jnanam tattvartha sambodhaha. That is the answer given. You sambodhaha, samyak bodhaha. Bodhaha is understanding. Buddha avagamane. You understand deep within. That is the avagamana. Ava is like that. You understand deep within. It is not like parroting. Like suppose parrot says Rama. Does it understand what Rama is? No. Therefore, saying is not jnanam. Sometimes you say and it's know the meaning also. Like you say, Ramaha, same example, and you know the meaning also. Ramu, do. Mr. Rama, you know. Is that the knowledge of Rama? No. Therefore, word and its meaning is not jnanam. Word and its meaning is not jnanam. And there is something deeper than the word and its meaning. That is called jnanam. In this context, because sambodhaha is telling you, no, samyak bodhaha. It is not just word and its meaning. Word is there, meaning is there, but you understand the thing deep within you. Okay? So it is something like we say kheer, we say. Bhajan, kheer. The word kheer we know. Its meaning is pudding. That also we know. But where is pudding? Where is the experience of pudding? There is no experience of pudding. There is only word and its meaning. That is not jnanam in this context. That's why he is asking. So sambodhaha means understanding deep within.
It is realization.
When it comes to Atma, we use the word deep within. In general, I am saying understanding deep within. So understanding means what? Understanding the truth only. You understand the truth, or you understand sometimes something other than truth also. Is such a thing is there? No. You understand means you understand truth only. Therefore, that is the jnanam. Now, what is truth? Truth is timeless. That is the meaning of tattvartha. Artha, the reality. Then tattva. Tattva definition you know. Anaropitakaram tattvam. The thing, the real, which is not superimposed by a shape. Tattva you have to understand. For example, gold is tattva, necklace is not tattva. Suppose you know necklace, but do not know what is gold. That is not tattvartha sambodhaha. Tattva anaropitakaram tattvam. I tell you, suppose you ask the question, what is Shankara? Suppose you ask the question. I will bring a photograph of Shankara and show it. This is Shankara. Is it tattvartha? No. Then what is Shankara? You are not talking of the physical form. You are not talking of the intellect also. You are talking of the vision. The vision of Shankara. The vision of oneness. Oneness of Atman. That is the vision. That is the tattvartha. Which is pointed out as by the word Shankara. So when we say Shankara, it is the tattvartha that Shankara represents. And that I understand deep within. That is called Jnanam. Same thing about Ramana Maharshi. So what is Ramana? Who is Ramana Maharshi? You can show a photograph. But what is Ramana Maharshi? You cannot show a photograph now. Therefore, the understanding of the truth is Jnanam. Truth is timeless. What do you mean by timeless? Non-continuous. It is quantum physics, really speaking. Quantum physics. You see, whether light is wave or particle. When you say wave, it becomes continuous. When you say particle, it is not continuous anymore. Okay? It behaves as both. In certain context, it is wave. In certain other context, it is particle. So, when it comes to interference and diffraction, it is wave. When it comes to photoelectric effect, where you put the solar cells on the top and get electricity, it is particle. Okay? So, therefore, it is discontinuous. Particle means discontinuous. Wave means continuous. So, truth, the real, the Atma, the Brahma, is it wave-like or particle-like? It is particle-like, discontinuous. Truth is discontinuous. Okay, I stretched it too far. Please take it in the right spirit. Because what is truth cannot be time-bound. It must be timeless. Because if it is time-bound, you don't call it truth. Whatever is time-bound is untruth. That is the definition of untruth. Today morning it is there, but by evening it is not there. It is untruth. Right? Suppose today morning I said I will give you 1,000 rupees. Tomorrow morning I say no, I will not give you 1,000 rupees. That means it is untruth. Right? Therefore, what is truth? Truth is timeless. Time has no impact upon the truth. It is the same. The past, present, future, it is the same. But at the same time, you should be very cautious to understand, though we said past, present, future, it is the same, we do not mean it is continuous. It is timeless. That is the truth. So, I tell you, what is known as idamitham. That's why the pramana discussion also is relevant. So, pramana tells you, this is thus. Idam itham. This thing is thus. Means it is telling you something about a thing that is known to you, that is seen by you. So they put the thing before you and tell, this is thus. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. So whatever is described as idamitham, meaning whatever is known by cognition, is not the truth. You see, whatever you think is thought. Whatever you speak is word. Word is not the truth. Thought is not the truth. You have to understand. Therefore, because you say it is known, the moment you say it is known, it is encased in time and therefore not the truth. Once it is encased in time, it is not the truth. That's why, you see, to understand the truth, you should have not the cognitive mind, not the petitioning mind, not the desiring mind, not the craving mind, not the fearing mind. To understand the truth, you need a creative mind. Okay? Therefore, you see, what is mind? Mind is memory. And memory is the known. And you understand, mind moves from known to known. It cannot move from known to unknown. Suppose mind moves from known to unknown, then the unknown becomes the known. Don't you see the contradiction? Therefore, mind cannot know the truth. So, when the mind is quiet, and you are alert, and then the unknown and the unknowable, it is not only unknown, it is unknowable also. Because if I say unknown, something which you do not yet know, that is not what I am saying. You may not yet know, but in future, tomorrow you may know. That is not what we are saying. It is the unknown and unknowable. When the mind is quiet, the unknown and unknowable. Suppose you know the unknown. Now that means what? The unknown has become now prameya. Pramana gamya means prameya. You know what is ma? In pramana, pra is upasarga, ana is lyut, lyut becomes ana, the dhatu is ma, and it comes with a idvarna also, n. Mang mane, to measure. You see, what you know is what you measure. Don't you think so? So, it is tall, you say it is tall, means you know it. You know it or you measure it? Measure it. What you know is what you measure. Knowing, pramana is the means of knowing, which means the means of measuring. And the moment you have known means you have measured it, means you have limited it. Right? You have limited it. So, therefore, whatever is limited is not the truth. The truth is limitless. Therefore, it is timeless, spaceless, limitless, and therefore, so when the mind is quiet, the unknown and the unknowable, now we will add another word to it, the immeasurable. Because it is unknown and unknowable, it becomes immeasurable. It comes into its own. It comes into being. That is how truth reveals itself. You do not know the truth. Truth reveals itself. The standard example is, do you invite the sun or the sun reveals itself? Sun reveals itself. Okay? You do not invite the sun, or you invite the sun with some mantras and all that. You do not invite the sun. Sun reveals itself. There is a proverb in Telugu. In a village there was an old woman, almost at the edge of the village. She was the only woman, hers was the only house in which there was a, what is this, roaster, thank you. There was a roaster. She had a roaster. And that roaster, at 4:30 in the morning, it wakes up and it gives a signal. Kokoroko, ko. That is the signal it gives. That is the Telugu roaster. Okay. Telugu rooster says Kokkoroko ko. English rooster may something say. For example, Telugu dog, American dog, they don't say the same way. American dog says what? American dog, I forgot. Bhau Telugu dog. Here it says broop or something like that, it says roof. The American dog says roof. The Telugu dog says bhau. So the roaster, it says kokoroko. And the village elderly people, they get up and they now know the time. There is no other way to know the time. Really. We never had a clock or a watch. Those things came much later. Kokoroko, now time, so then the mother says, "Hey, get up and start reading because now the sun is about to come." So then within half an hour or 1 hour the sun will come. The village, one day she became angry with the village people, small village. The old woman became very angry. These are very ungrateful people. I am doing so much service because of my roaster, they are all waking up early in the morning. And so these are all ungrateful. So she decided to punish them. And therefore she declared, I am taking my roaster and going out for 2 weeks. I will know how the sun will come to you. So she went away. That is the story. Okay? Therefore you don't invite the sun. The sun reveals itself. Suppose you close the doors and sit inside the room. How can the sun reveal itself? It cannot. Therefore you have to stand at the window and take out the curtain and stand at the window. Only that much you have to do. And the sun reveals itself. The same thing applies to truth. Okay? Truth alone is. That's why, how to understand the truth? In understanding what is, the truth is discovered. Okay? Examples as usual. You go to a jeweler's shop and understand what is as gold. You understood truth. You go to a water body and waves, then wavelets, and then surf, small whirlpools, they are all there. So many things are there. But you understand what is, all is water alone. You understand, that is the truth. Therefore, in understanding what is, you discover the truth. Okay? Then the immediate perception of the truth liberates. That is tattvartha sambodha, the immediate perception of the truth. Why immediate? No mediate. Mediate versus immediate. Mediate means what? You gain a description of the truth, and now you have a conception of the truth, and you keep in your mind. And therefore, you have an idea about the truth. That is called mediate knowledge. Okay? Whereas the immediate perception, not mediate knowledge, the immediate perception. In other words, when it comes to Atma, you can call it realization. So the immediate perception of the truth, it liberates. Okay? Not ideation. Ideation doesn't liberate. So there are many scholars who have all the right ideas about Atma, but they are not liberated. They are in the bondage of samsara only. So it is not the ideation which liberates, it is the immediate perception of the truth that liberates. That is the meaning of sambodha. Because ideas merely breed further ideas. That is how it happens. You see, suppose I write a book. The book is, the Western monism Western monotheism versus Shankara's monism. Suppose I write a book. So then the Western thinking, monotheism, this, that, and how Shankara said, like that you have to comparative study and make a book of 200 pages. So all the good ideas of Shankara and good ideas of Western, they are all put together, compared, contrasted, and collected and put in the form of a book. That becomes a dissertation. I can get a degree for it, and I can make a book out of it, and the book can be published by Penguin Books and make a lot of money, and Amazon.com may sell the books and I can make a lot of money. That doesn't make me any better. I still remain a samsari, because it is not the ideation. Ideation means you acquire some ideas, those ideas breed further ideas. That is what Vedanta students do. For example, comparative study of Vedanta and Freud. You can make a book like that. Or some comparative, an account of Jainism versus Vedanta. Like that. So, that way, that is all how ideas breed further ideas. There is no realization in that. That is not tattvartha sambodha. So, not ideation. Because ideas are not going to give happiness in any way to the human being. Ideas will not give happiness. Understanding oneself deep within liberates and gives happiness. Suppose you understand all fear is imaginary, you are liberated, you become free, and that makes you joyous. Okay? Therefore, tattvartha sambodha. So, you have to understand and realize the truth. Okay? That is the question and answer. Then what is the next question? Shamaschitta prashantata. So before I go to that, I would like to say, you realize the truth and abide in it. You cannot try to formulate it. The moment you try to formulate the truth, you lost it. Sometimes I never spoken in a frank manner some of these things. So some people, what they do, they come out with the schemes. Brahma, a big sphere. Big sphere is Brahma. Now, out of Brahma, then one step below Maya Shakti. And they both combine and you get Saguna Brahma. Brahma with all kinds of wave-like patterns around it. That is Saguna Brahma. And out of Saguna Brahma comes Hiranyagarbha, a very shining person with 4 hands, this and that. This is what is called, some people do this, right? And there are some Microsoft, this is what they call softwares, Microsoft softwares, which help you to formulate all these things. And you can draw a flow chart also, like that. So this kind of formulation, you are trying to formulate, whether you are doing it consciously or unconsciously, you try to formulate the real. That doesn't help at all. You should not formulate. Because in formulating the truth, you are denying the truth. Because the truth cannot be formulated, it cannot be contained in words, and it cannot be contained in formulae, and it cannot be contained in charts and flow charts and descriptions and nice picturizations. So with the help of Microsoft software, etc., and nicely print it in a colored xeroxing and all that. No, that is not the way. That way you can really present a a particular Newton's laws of motion. That kind of a thing you can present there. And it can be very useful also, but not when it comes to the real. Because the real you cannot formulate. Then how to realize the real? You cannot formulate it, you cannot describe it, it is immeasurable, etc. How to realize the real? So, very simple, you must be able to see the false as false. That is all. Seeing the false as false is called viveka, and rejecting the false is called vairagya. That is how you realize the truth. So I said I finished with the truth and went forward, but again I came backward. Please bear with me. Therefore, you see, when you see something as false, you see it like daylight, this is false. Then you feel like saying it. But you please understand, to see the false as false requires enormous courage. So what happened is, centuries of dust in the name of tradition has settled on the real, on the truth. And now, to push aside all the dust, it requires courage. To see the false as false requires courage. And to say the false as false requires 100 times more courage. Suppose you see the false as false, but then you are hesitant to say, because people are not willing to understand. There is a proverb in Hindi, सच्चाई कड़वा होती है, not होता है, होती है. This is the Hindi problem. In Hindi होता है, होती है.
सच्चाई कड़वी होती है.
कड़वी है, कड़वा नहीं, कड़वी. सच्चाई is स्त्रीलिंगा. Therefore, सच्चाई कड़वी होती है. Truth is very bitter. People cannot take it. Very tough. And you will be ostracized if you speak truth too much. And they may beat you also. Once I was in Rajamandri, and somebody is saying a few things, some verses reciting and all that. Then another great Acharya, Vyakarana, both of us were sitting side by side. I said, he is telling wrong. That is what I said to him. Don't say loud, otherwise they will beat us. You cannot say. Suppose the big iconic guru is there. He sits on a huge simhasana, a throne, and then a very high simhasana, he sits there. It is decorated elaborately, and even gold is used in decorating it. And then from there he says things, all wrong pronunciation, he doesn't know properly. And now 1,000 people are watching and doing namaskar and doing. Now you say it is wrong, then his devotees will beat you. Very dangerous it is. You need not tell there, you tell somewhere in some corner, 4 students are there, you tell, even then they may beat you also. You know why they should beat? You know what is in India, what happens? I don't know how it happens here. In India it happens. So how it happens in India, you know, you have hurt our sentiments and therefore beat him. Suppose you say, prasada is not the laddu. Prasada is the quiet and cheerful mind. Suppose you say that, all the devotees who purchase laddu, etc., beat him. Arey, why are you beating that fellow? Because he has hurt our sentiments. Look at that. Very dangerous. Therefore, you see the false as false. You need not say. You see the false as false. Requires courage. But when you see the false as false and then reject it, that rejection of the false is very liberating. And you become free. So it opens the door to moksha, to perfection. Seeing the false as false and rejecting it, it is a very big thing it is. Then about the truth, I feel like saying one thing more, very important. That is, truth is not the result of effort. So some people, they are industrious people. And they look at every goal through the prism of effort. Effort, put in effort. And they think that is how they will reach the goal. Suppose I have to pass an exam in mathematics. Work hard, day and night for 5 months and write the exam, you pass it. Suppose I want to realize the Atma. Okay, where is this Atma? In Atma Bodha text. Then by heart it and study thoroughly, and then in 6 months I should get realized. So that it doesn't happen like that. So truth is not the result of an effort. And then I will say something more also, if you carefully look at it and understand. Truth is not the end of a road. Because suppose you have to go to airport. Airport is the end of a road. There is a road and you take 101 and go. At the end, take the exit, end of the road, you go to the airport. Okay? Life is measured in those lines. So, what is the end of service? There is a road. For 40 years you do that and you reach the end and you retire. Everything is measured or taken as the end of a road. That is how people take it. But when it comes to the truth, it is not the end of a road. Because truth is here and now. If it is the end of the road, it cannot be here and it cannot be now. It can only be there and then. Atma or Brahma is not there and then. Heaven, it is heaven which is there and then. And do Somayaga and go there. Result of an effort. The truth is not there and then. That is what we do. We study Vedanta and put Atma there and then. And when we will get it, some grace descends, then we will get it. How convenient it is. Now you cannot escape. There is no chance for any complacency. Either you get it or you go home and do something else. Truth is here and now. And where is it? Where is it? Are you seeking the truth really? What are you seeking? People do not seek truth. They seek money. They seek name. They seek fame. They seek heaven. Sometimes in the name of bhakti, they seek grace of God. What will you do with grace of God? It brings me pleasure or it brings me comfort, this and that. They are seeking, they are not seeking the truth. You see, a person, he performed great austerities, tapaḥ he performed. These are the stories, you know. God appeared. God or Brahmadeva, you know these stories. Brahmadeva appeared and told, Vatsa, dear son, I am very much pleased with your austerities. I will give you a boon. Please ask. That is how the story goes, right? Varam bruhi. Boon. Then this man told, I want the realization of the self, which is the truth. I want that. Then Brahmadeva told, I will give you the boon. No doubt I will give the boon to you. But the realization of the self can happen only when you have so much punya. And by the time I give the boon to you, all your punya will be exhausted. And only papa remains. And direct you will go to hell. Do you still want the truth? That is what the Brahmadeva said. He said, it doesn't matter whether I go to the hell, I want the truth. Then he said, you are a realized soul. You got the point? So, are you willing to go even to hell? If only I want to realize the truth, then you will get it. No, I want my breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything perfect. And the truth also comes in the way, I don't mind. So, aisa nahi hota. Therefore, where is the truth? It is here and now. Here and now kahan hai? Here and now, where is it? Here and now, the truth is in your longing for the truth. Only thing is, people do not long for the truth. They don't mind if truth comes into their lap along with a few other things which they are seeking very much. So, therefore, when you long for the truth, you have the truth in that. That's why it is jijñāsa. Brahma is in jijñāsa. Brahma is not in jnanam. It is not athato brahma jnanam. It is athato brahma jijñāsa. In that vichara, in that seeking of the truth, there is the truth. So, you have to understand that when you seek the truth is nearer than the body to you. It is nearer than the mind to you. It is nearer than the sense I am. Therefore, the sense I am is the window to the truth. So, that is the truth. You do not see the truth because you are looking too far away from yourself, in time as well as space. It is other than you. You are looking far away from you, in heaven or in Vaikuntha or in Kailasa or somewhere else. Like that you are looking for it, and then you are looking for it in time away from present. That's why you are looking for the truth too far away from you. That's why you miss it. So, therefore, it is not outside your innermost being. That is the truth. Your innermost being is the truth. That is the real. And you understand it. That is called jnanam. Jnanam tattvartha sambodha. That's why only no, it's okay. That is how you have to understand that. Then the next question. Shamaśchitta prashantata. That is the answer. Kaha shamaha prakīrtitaḥ. That is the question. What is shama? See, sham dhatu, so it is dousing the fire. Shantaha agnihi. Sham is dousing. Dousing what? Fire. That's why Shantognihi, the fire is doused. Then when the mind becomes hyperactive, it is like fire inside, inner tormentor, heat or fire inside. And so mind becomes quiet. In that sense, the dhatu sham applies. Sham upashamaha, shamaha upashamaha. Sham alone becomes shantihi, you know that? Sham ti, ktin ti. Then ata upadhayaha, that upadhavruddhi, sham ti. Makara becomes anuswara and then becomes an akara, shantihi. Therefore it is the dousing of the fire. For tapa, you know, tapatraya. There are three kinds of afflictions which are compared with fire in inner fire, and those afflictions, those fires are doused. That is called shamaha. It is not something you get newly. Suppose fire is burning, you put a load of water upon that. What will that give to you? It won't give anything. It will take away the pain of excessive heat. That is all it will do. So that kind of a dousing is required for the mind. And therefore he is asking the question, kṣamascha prakīrtitaḥ. That is the question. And the answer is appropriately shamaschitta prashantata. That is the answer. Chitta is mind. Mind becomes quiet, prashanta. It becomes quiet, and then it is in peace and silent. You see, the quiet, also called silence, it is associated with cheerfulness. Unless you are quiet, you cannot be cheerful. It is like the window is dirty. You take a wet cloth and clean it up. Then the window starts shining because the sunlight is there. Similarly, when the mind becomes quiet, it is like cleaning the window. The inner bliss, ananda, it starts reflecting. That is the cheerfulness or joy. It is not pleasure. Pleasure is something that happens when you get something from outside. Whereas cheer, joy, is something that expresses from within. And therefore, when the mind is silent, you are naturally cheerful, not caused joy, pleasure. So, therefore, that is shantihi. Shantihi means quiet, peaceful, and cheerful mind. It is also called prasada. That is how the word prasada came. Shamaschitta prashantata. We will discuss it further. So we will keep it for tomorrow's class. That is a good topic. Now we will look at one or two questions pending. Two questions I have settled. You see, I sit in meditation posture. It's a good question. And I say, I am not the body, etc. This is called meditation, vivekabhyasa. So, you sit in the right posture and look at the body. And then say this body. Say this body. Don't say, I am not the body, not like that. Say this body. And then you ask a question to yourself. You can say, I am not the body also. That is right. Nothing wrong in it, the right statement. But preferably, a more effective way could be, am I this body? You ask that question. And you challenge yourself. How is my consciousness? In my consciousness, am I taking this body as myself or as mine or myself? Or no, in my consciousness, I am not taking this body as mine or myself. I am always taking this body as this. You check that. You compare and contrast and you examine your consciousness and see where do you stand. That is meditation. All of that is meditation. And you will find soon you will come out of this body identification. Provided you come out of meditation and start body identification process. Then you jump 2 steps forward, 3 steps backward. You come out of this vivekabhyasa and then do something which reinforces body identity. Then what happens? Did I tell you, in our childhood, some of these, we were students, tuft of hair, Veda, this and that. So some of the elders used to make fun of us because we do not belong to that village. We came from another village and living there. Some food they give, eat it and manage. So they have that attitude of lenience. These are brahmacharis, you can make fun of them. So one elderly person called me, "Hey Pantul, come here. You are studying with Shastri ji, yes. I'll ask you a question, you tell me." So did I tell you this? You check. So he asked me, there was a frog in a well. It is 5 feet up. And this frog, it wants to come out of the well. It jumps up 3 feet, 2 feet, but slips back 3 feet. In how many attempts it will reach the top? That is what he asked me. Then I started calculating. Calculating, could not get an answer. Then I told the Acharya, he said, "Arey Buddhu, it will never come up." So They'll, oh yeah, it never comes up. So the wisdom dawned. Therefore, you do not do that kind of a thing. You sit in meditation and do vivekabhyasa. Look at the body. I am the witness of the body. The entire physiology belongs to the nature. I am only the witness, watching the movement of the body. I am not the body, you may say. So, body is neither mine nor me, nor myself. You can say that and check your consciousness. So you do self-checking yourself and understand for yourself where do you stand. Based on that, you can continue this vivekabhyasa meditation with patience. But the point I was trying to make is, you come out of the meditation and again start the process of body identification. Take, I am now 65 years old. In another 2 years I will become 67. Like that if you start calculating. So all that vivekabhyasa gets neutralized. Like that frog. That is the story. Don't do that mistake. Okay? Don't be like that proverbial frog. And
Anytime a person is doing this meditation,
it helps.
it is going to help.
It helps, provided he doesn't neutralize it later. You should not undo. You make progress and undo it. It should not be like that. I can see that I can't take upon myself any statement as truth. Good. But there is thinking about this that is involved. Is this meditation? It is meditation. It is meditation. You look at yourself this way. That is meditation. No doubt about it. And I gave you the name also. It is called Vivekabhyasa meditation. It is highly recommended. Like Name Janma Mrityu, like Nirvana Shatkam. That is meditation. Then one more question. So, I am is the window for Brahman, for the awareness absolute. Good. The I am is the window. I am is the door through which you pass over into moksha. Very, very nice it is, very simple. And it is true all the way. And this feeling, understanding of I amness is also known. No, it is not known. It is what knows. It is touch and go. Okay? I am is that which knows everything. Mind, body, world, etc. But then I am is also known in a small way. So Shankara in Adhyasa Bhashya says, Avishayatvam Bravishi, like that there is a question, Purvapakshi. Then Shankara says, it is not altogether Avishaya. I don't exactly remember the statement. Sutaram Avishayaha na. So, I am is touch and go. So, I am, is it the known or is it the knower? Dono. Touch and go. It is the known, it is the knower, but then it is the known also. Because the Atma is shining as I am. Therefore, you have a point there, but don't highlight that I am is the known. No. If you make I am into the known, that becomes the ego. And then that is no more the window to the truth. Therefore, I am pure. You leave it at that. Don't characterize it as the knower or the known. Just leave it like that. And like the most pure experience, but still an experience. How is this a window? Is there a crossing over? Okay. This is how I will explain it. When I am is the knower, there must be a known. That is the object. But there is no object. There is no object. I am the one who knows the part. Then there is part, object. But when you abide as I am, there is no object. And therefore I am cannot stay as the subject. In the absence of object, I am cannot remain the subject. Because the subject and object are antipodes. And when one is knocked off, the other also falls. Therefore I am cannot sustain itself as the subject anymore in the absence of the object. Therefore I am resolves. Therefore it is touch and go. It is I am, and then it is pure awareness. It is pure awareness, it is I am. It is I am, it is pure awareness. That is how I am becomes the window to the truth. Okay? But then please take care not to make I am as the known. Don't highlight the I am as the known. Okay? Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya